All right. All right, guys. Chat showed me something earlier in the stream, and I definitely want to take a look at it. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to take a look at this.
This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
All right. So it seems like our Spurs are together, okay? So happy together. They're finally together, working together, putting in that work. Everyone's back from the Olympics. Everyone's back from their break. It's a beautiful sight to see. As we can see, Jeremy Sohan has fixed his jump shot. I'm just kidding. He still has a hitch in it, but it goes in more often, at least from the clips we've seen. We have Ingram, a player that I'm actually really high on. Okay, I'm genuinely really high on Harrison Ingram. I've said this quite a few times already, but I really do think that he is the perfect type of player that you could have at the small forward position coming off the bench, right, in the long haul, because he started off his college career as a point forward. Like, that's what he started off as, and he was a pretty good point forward. He actually reminded me of Tyreek Evans, like early on in his college career. And then when he went on to go to North Carolina, then he took on more of a 3-and-D approach, and improved his 3-point shooting. Defense was really good, and every now and then, because he has high basketball IQ, you could see him make a pass where you didn't expect, like, whoa, where did that come from? But it's like, because he had basketball IQ from the get, and he has a lot of different tools in his arsenal. So it's going to take some time. It's not like he's NBA ready right now. He's not going to go in there and light the world on fire. But I do think that the next couple years, he is a perfect investment, perfect pick from the Spurs. And I'm so happy that they picked him up. And if you go back earlier in our earlier videos, we actually went over Harrison Ingram when he was initially was going to go into the draft. He ended up getting out of it, but when he was initially going to go into the draft, we did a video on him, and I actually went back and watched my video about him, and I'm like, I don't feel that way anymore. And it's because he adjusted so much to what North Carolina needed of him, right? Because my old videos, I was like, oh yeah, he is a point forward. He's very high basketball IQ, pretty raw, needs to come into himself as far as like his body, needs to improve his frame, needs to improve his strength and all of that. But it's like, oh, he got so much potential there. And then he improved his strength. He grew as a player, and he changed his role in NC. And I have to say, he did a good job. So I'm really hype on him, but it's going to take a couple years, and we're not going to see how great he can be until then. Clan, he playing in G League this year? Probably. Yeah, probably this year. Like I said, it's going to take a couple years, but I'm just happy that he's getting reps. I'm happy he's getting reps with the team. Okay. And I think that in the future, he could be an ideal backup small forward. All right. And then moving on, obviously we saw all the weight that Keldon Johnson lost, and we have Sidy Cissoko here. He also lost quite a bit of weight. So do the Spurs have them competing against each other? Huh? I don't know. I actually don't know if that's true. I'm just talking now. But one thing that Ty Yeager said, I love Ty Yeager, by the way. Ty Yeager is cool. But Ty Yeager mentioned this on Twitter about Keldon, and I could not agree more. I'm going to try to paraphrase, okay? He basically said, Keldon Johnson, when he loses, because he lose weight, he gains weight all the time. When he loses weight, it's like, okay, he has a little bit more mobility, but he doesn't have his strength. He's no longer big body Keldon, right? He doesn't have that same bulldozer ability that he had before. But then when he gains the weight, then it's like, okay, now he doesn't have the mobility. Now his defense is suffering. Now it's so many different things. So it really is going to come down to him finding a balance, and maybe this is the time for him to find that balance. I really do believe if they're keeping Keldon, all right, and he's not getting moved, this is going to be the year for him to prove himself. Okay, this is going to be the year. I know that it seems like I'm more skeptical on Keldon than I am other players. It has nothing against him. I genuinely do like him as a player. I would love for him to fit with us. There's no like character flaw with Keldon that I don't like, or there's no like hidden agenda here. It really is. I just don't know if he fits with the Wembanyama era. I just don't know. And he is going to have to find that balance. He a guard now. He's going to have to find that balance. Because it was way too much tunnel vision last year, way too many mistakes. And I think the reason why I'm a little harsher towards Keldon than I would some of the other players is because he's the longest tenure Spur, right? And I'm seeing younger guys not make some of the mistakes he was making, and it's like, dude, come on, like you're the oldest on the team, you're the leader, you know. So it's just something, just how I feel about it, And then City Sissoko, I know that he's been getting a lot of hate. Super young, okay. I do believe in him. Just give him some time, right? And I saw some people saying he looked terrible in the Summer League. I would say his first game was pretty rough, but like I thought he played pretty well throughout the Summer League. I didn't think he played that bad. I mean, he's not someone that's going to be like, you know, lighting the world on fire, giving you 20 points a game or nothing like that. But I think he makes some pretty good, yeah. What? Hugo, I don't say that. Everything you say is like, he is so bad, he has no future, he will be a bust, he won't work out. Never a positive thing. I never said, okay, all right. I never said, okay, maybe I did say he's pretty bad. Because there's some games that he is bad. I never say he has no future. Okay, I didn't say that. I don't know if he fits with the Spurs, but I do think that on other teams he would do just fine. He will be a bust. I don't even know what that means. It's too late for that. And no, Keldon Johnson is nowhere near a bust. Are you talking about me? Wait, I don't think he's talking about... Oh, not about you. Okay. Okay. All right. He's not talking about me. All right. Okay. All right. So we're going to look at some workouts, okay? Because our boys definitely been putting that work in, okay? There's some, not footage, but quite a few images of Chris Paul working out with our boy Harrison Barnes, and you love to see it. And yeah, just so you guys know, they are putting in that work. Now, before we do, I want to take a look at some BetUS stuff. So if you guys are interested in BetUS, link below in the description box. Click that link. You'll receive 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000. It's some really great stuff, guys. It's some really great stuff. So you support the sponsor, you support the channel. That's how that works. All right, so let's see. So we did one on Victor Wembanyama. Let's see. Let's do another. Let's do another bet here. NBA championship winners. I don't feel like if you put in Celtics, I don't think you'll get much out of that. Let's see. Yeah, they're like the least. That's too safe. I don't know. I don't want to do that one. That's too safe. All right, so we got the Celtics, Nuggets. I'm going to go with... I don't think the Thunder will win it. Timberwolves definitely no. Nuggets, that's tough. I'll be honest with you. I like to take a little bit of a risk here. I'm going to go with the Thunder, but I'm not going to put too much on this, okay? Cuz I don't really believe in it that much. I'm going to do 15. 15 still give you 112. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with 15. 15 is not that bad. All right, I'm going to place that. Place that bad boy. Boom. Yes, confirm it. Bop, we good to go. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to roll with that. I'm going to roll with that 15 on the Thunder. I don't think that's that tough. I don't think that's that tough of a one. I think Celtics win. I could have did Celtics, but plus 300. Yeah, you know, we got to spice it up a little bit. You know, we're live streaming right now. We have to spice it up a little bit. But anyways, yeah, guys, link below in the description box. All right, I got the Mavs winning. Really? What was the Mavs one? Dallas Mavericks was pretty. That would have been a good one too. Okay, you think they book it? Okay, all right. Well, maybe next time we do this, we'll go back into the same one and do the Mavs. I'll take that risk. All right, let's go ahead and dive into this. I think I waited too long. All right, so it's no longer okay. There was something that Chris Paul had on his story, but it's gone now. But that's fine. That was probably gone like an hour ago. All right, so this is them working out. So you can see our boy Chris Paul. This is literally 3 days ago. Well, I don't know. Whenever I upload this video, I have no idea when it would be. So this is like a week ago, I guess. Where is your I want some action intro from? You mean nasty? We'll get to that in a minute. I think that's Chris Paul's son. Pretty sure that's Chris Paul's son. So he's working out with his son. So this is good. This is good. And now, I know this is that Meek Mill? Now, the reason why this is good, this is his son, right? Hold up, that's Chris Paul Jr. He was just a baby. I'm pretty sure this is his son. Now, I'm about to dive too deep into this, okay? Maybe I'm looking too deep into this, but we saw a clip of Chris Paul talking about his relationship with SGA, right? He said him and SGA became really close, and the reason why they became so close is because SGA became close to his family, right? He came close to with the people around him, and it comes down to this, man. It seems like it's also the same thing with Harrison Barnes being there, right? So they're going to have a really great relationship. I know they already had one, but, you know, it's going to build. But the fact that Chris Paul is bringing his son around, you know, for these workouts and everything, that's good stuff. That's good stuff, right? So I think that is nice. It's going to be good for team camaraderie that we do get to see his son around the team. So that's Harrison Barnes. Look, that's him teaching them. Russell Westbrook's there as well. There's Harrison Barnes again. There's Chris Paul. It's a very small gym. There's Chris Paul again. Gosh, do you guys imagine how much work it takes? He got locked up. What? Where's your cat? She's on her cat tree right now. She's asleep. I remember when his son was in press conferences after games annoying. Oh, yeah. Jeez. There's Harrison Barnes. It's a lot of images they got. But yeah, if you guys are wondering if they're putting that work in, they are definitely putting that work in. I truly do think that the Spurs are going to win way more games than they did last season. Like, we won, what, 22? You can correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Won 22 games. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good 35. And I think it's really going to come down to all of the instances where we could have won, but we didn't. Like, we gave up a 10-point lead or whatever. 38 seems reasonable. 38 seems reasonable. I'm going to go with 35, though. 41. I don't think we'll be 500, but we can see. It's so tough to win in the NBA. I just don't think it'll be that quick of a turnaround, you know? I mean, I know we're expecting a lot, but Wemby didn't get a full offseason. You know, it's not like he's been continuously working with Chris Paul. They have to. I think this season is really going to come down to finishing games. The ones that we should have won, finishing them off, and I think they will be finishing games. And I also think it's going to come down to just figuring out where Wemby likes the ball, figuring out what works best for Wemby, creating a blueprint, and then we're good. You have that blueprint, you're good to go. Turnovers, exactly. Limiting turnovers, especially in the West. Yeah, because even though some teams have gotten worse in the West, I still don't see an opening for the Spurs to be a playoff team. I could be wrong. It could be a huge turnaround. But, yeah. I do think we win way more than 22, though. It won't be a miserable season. It'll be a fun season. He needs his Jamal Murray. For sure. I mean, I don't think we'll run the same way the Nuggets run, but for sure. Get what you're saying. But I don't think you get that until 25. Castle will be that for him. I don't know. I think Castle will be our future point guard for sure. So possibly, but I think Castle will be... Yeah, I don't want to disrespect Jamal Murray because he's a really good player. But I think Castle will be better than him in due time. Dude, Castle is good. Absolutely. Yeah, he'd be better than him. All right. Anyways, just want to show you guys this. And, oh, I didn't even realize. Okay, B. Morgan tagged me in this. Was that Morgan in the chat earlier? that told me about this? I don't know if they're still here. Thank you. Yeah, well, it's here. Where's that bandana clan? Yeah, it's hanging up. I have a lot of bandanas. I can show you them. Good stuff. Morgan the GOAT. Morgan is the GOAT. Thanks, Morgan.